Ever wondered how a US president can win the popular vote and still lose the election? It sounds strange, right? Well, it happens because of something called the Electoral College, a system that's been the backbone of US elections for over 2 centuries. But is it still fair in today's democracy? Let's break it down and find out. Hi, I'm Akif and welcome to Up to Date Insider, where we make politics simple, engaging, and easy to understand. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one. And if you have ever been confused by the Electoral College or wondered why it even exists, you are not alone. By the end of this video, you'll understand how it works, why it's controversial, and whether it's time for a change. Let's dive in. What is the Electoral College? First off, let's clarify one thing. The Electoral College isn't a place. You won't find it on a map. It's actually a process created by the Founding Fathers in 1787. What was their goal? To strike a balance between giving the people a voice in elections and ensuring smaller states weren't overshadowed by larger ones. It was part of a compromise when the US Constitution was written. Here's how it works. When you vote for president, you are not actually voting directly for the candidate. Instead, you are voting for a group of people called electors, who then cast their votes for the president. Each state gets a certain number of electors based on its population. For example, California has 55 electors because it's the most populous state, while the tiny Wyoming only has 3. But how does it work in practice? Now, there are a total of 538 electoral votes, and a candidate needs at least 270 to win the presidency. Most states use a winner-takes-all system. That means whoever gets the most vote in a state win all of that state's electoral votes. For example, if a candidate gets 51% of the votes in Florida, they win all 29 of Florida's electoral votes, even though 49% of voters chose the other candidate. It is where the system gets tricky. It's this winner-takes-all approach that sometimes leads to the president not being the one who won the most votes nationwide. Let's look at a famous example, the 2016 election. Hillary Clinton received almost 3 million more votes than Donald Trump nationwide, but Trump still won the presidency because he secured 304 electoral votes compared to Clinton's 227. Why is it controversial? The Electoral College has faced criticism for years, and here's why. Critics argue that it gives smaller states disproportionate power. For example, a vote in Wyoming carries much more weight than a vote in California, because Wyoming has fewer people but still get 3 electoral votes. Supporters of the system, on the other hand, say it ensures that smaller states have a voice and prevents large states from dominating elections. Another issue is voter turnout. If you live in a state that consistently votes for one party, like California or Texas, you might feel like your vote doesn't matter. That's because the outcome in those states is often predictable, discouraging people from showing up to the polls. So, is the Electoral College outdated? Some people believe it's time for a popular vote system where the candidate with the most votes nationwide wins, period. Others argue that the Electoral College is essential to maintaining a balance of power between states. What's your take? Should the US stick with tradition or adapt to a more modern approach? And that's the Electoral College in a nutshell: complex, controversial, and at the center of every US presidential election. What do you think? Should it stay, or is it time for something new? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.